when you get your pot pretty much trimmed, pretty sure I'm done. I like it. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up, smooth this out over here. Across here, I like how smooth it is there. Maybe even do my little burnishing here, which I'm using that little metal part to burnish this nice and smooth. I also make it just slightly rounded so that it doesn't get little nicks in it or dents. And then I also burnish the bevel, because the bevel is not going to have glaze to smooth it out, so we need that burnishing so it is nice and smooth. There I'm using my fingernail to burnish the inside edge. You can use your fingernails, thumbnails, whatever you want to burnish. Anything hard and smooth. Fingertips not going to burnish as well because it's soft, but your nail is great. Okay, so burnish that foot, and I think I'm done. So I'm going to check. You have to lift it up and check. Now there's a possibility I'm going to have to put it back in. So put it back down because I'm not quite done. I'm going to put a very, very faint mark on two of these sides so I know which way to have those facing, and then pick it up. Now that's a mark I can easily clean away if I'm good. So then I take off two sides and not all four, pick it up, check, feel thickness, that's pretty nice. Thickness in the bottom is good. It's about the same thickness as through here. Sometimes I go a little bit thinner just so that I get rid of any clay that I can, but I'm pretty happy with the way that is. So this is ready to be done. I need to check and make sure I haven't done any real damage to the rim. Got like little pieces of clay stuck to that, and take a little piece of chamois or paper towel and go back over this to smooth it out again afterwards. Then I'll smooth out those two little marks I made because I'm happy with this. If I wasn't happy, say I decide I want to take out a little bit more, and I could. I'm going to find those marks I made, little tiny ones right there and right there. Face those in the same direction I had them facing. Put that up against the clay. Put my other two wads back down. Press, press. Check and make sure I'm still centered. Yep. That way I didn't have to spend all of that time recentering. And then take out the little bit more clay through here. That I can do. I think that's good. I want to leave enough down there that it's solid. I saw a part that had flexed a little bit and was wanting to crack. I'm going to try and compress and repair that before it becomes a full crack all the way through. But other than that, I'm happy. Done. All that stuff. So now it's time to sign it. Again, you can sign across the bevel. You can use your needle tool or the tip of your hook tool or tip of a potter's knife. Depends on how much you want it to be visible and whether you're going to glaze the inside. If you want to glaze this part here, you're welcome to if you have a deep enough inset portion of your foot. If this is less than an 1/8 of an inch, a full 1/8 of an inch, then you're not allowed to put glaze there. If it's more than that, then you can put the glaze there, but be careful because if you only draw your name fairly small with a needle tool, it's going to go away when you put the glaze on. And you want people to know how amazing your work is, so when they see this amazing pot, they know who made it. So you would need it to be visible. Also, that's how I grade you. Example of a signature stamp monogram thing. BLW, my initials, so I actually start with the middle letter, the L, big fat cursive L, and then I have that curve around and go back up. Then I form my B, that's part of that L, and then I take this same line, curve that around. and then I've got my W. So that's my signature symbol that I've been using for the last couple of years. It leaves a little bit to be desired in recognition. I don't have enough of a name for myself that they see this, and it's the L kind of gets lost, which is fair enough because it's my middle name. But the BW with those loops, that isn't going to, people who don't know me and my work aren't going to recognize that this is me by that. So I might change my signature stamp soon. And then I put the year in here. For your assignment, you need to put the month and year. Many professional artists will put a date or a month and year or the year just to kind of catalog what point in their work this represents. Is this early career, later career sort of a thing? I need to know month and year because I need to know which quarter the grade belongs in, and then we also, stuff at the beginning of the quarter versus stuff at the end of the quarter, I want to see improvement. Usually that's it's happening and not that big of a deal, but that date helps me know for sure that it was done this quarter by you. And then you also want to put your class period so that I can put it in the right stack so that you can find it more easily when you're doing the Bisquare. It also helps me grade it, but usually you come and bring it to me when you grade it. So you need to have first and last name. I don't want BW. When you get to advanced, you can come up with a monogram signature stamp. Up until then, you can either do B. Wainwright and go ahead and do your full last name, even if it's a big long one. I have a friend, Brady Richardson, and he will, on a pot that's only this big around, I've seen him write his full name, Brady Richardson. It's a big long name. So B. Wainwright or Brandon W. Make them slightly more legible than that. Obviously, it'll be easier if it's leather hard clay rather than soft plastic. But that's how you want to sign it. First and last name, month and year, and class period. That's what you want on the bottom of each one of your projects. If you have a small bottom and you don't want to fit it all on there, so you just put your name here and then you put date and class period where it's less noticeable over out here on the bevel. That's great. If you want to just write it all the way around there on the bevel, put your full name, Brandon Wainwright, full date, class period, that's great too. However you want to do it.